O kia ora e hoa. Haere mai. Come and see what I have found. A ginormous book. It's full of wonderful stories and wonderful recipes. This is the recipe for strawberry ice cream. Imagine making ice cream at home. Or maybe you do that already. Well, this is a beautiful book. It's called Tails of Tangleby Gardens, and it's the third book in the series. I've got the other two books here. They're big, big books as well. And if you scroll back through this playlist, you'll find stories that we've read from those books. This is the continuation of The Adventure of Tangleby Gardens. It's written by Sue Heazlewood, and it's illustrated by Jane Smith. And it's based on Sue's own garden and all the wonderful recipes she makes in her kitchen. I thought we could read chapter 1. Would you like a story from Tangleby Gardens? Are you nice and comfy? Let's begin. I've had to put a bookmark in because the first few pages are interesting facts about the garden and also lots of instructions on how to use your oven. Okay, here we go. The animals were pleased to be back home after their wonderful adventure in Dunedin. There were so many stories to tell. Molly, who's a big fluffy cat, and Basil, this wee bunny here, kept their adventure to themselves. That was until Basil could not help himself but tell Finn, the frog. Finn then told the baby skylarks, who told the baby mice. By the end of the first day back at Tangleby, Montgomery and Marmalade knew all about Molly and Basil's extra adventure. It was time to gather around the table for dinner. Marmalade had made her delicious paprika chicken and a scrumptious apple crumble for dessert. This is Marmalade, and this is Montgomery. After dinner, Montgomery gave Basil a stern look and asked him if there was anything he wanted to tell everyone around the table. Basil put his head down. "No," he said. "I think you need to tell everyone what you and Molly got up to in Dunedin when we were at the ball," said Montgomery. Basil got up from the table and ran out the door. "He'll be back soon. It's too cold outside for him to be out there for very long," said Marmalade. An hour went by, and there was no sign of Basil. Another hour passed, and everyone was getting worried. "Basil will be freezing. He hasn't taken his jacket with him," said Marmalade. Montgomery, Vincent, and Hemi decided to put on their warmest jackets and hats and start looking for Basil. I wonder where he's gone. Oh, here's the first recipe. And this is what it looks like. Paprika chicken. It was mentioned in the story, wasn't it? So I wonder if... Yes, apple crumble. They had apple crumble for dessert, didn't they? Yum. They made their way over to the white gates and started searching down the road. These are the white gates of Tangleby Garden. Hemi took his big flashlight so they could start searching in the paddock next door. As they were calling Basil's name in the cold night air, there was steam coming from their mouths. "He can't be in the paddock. He must have gone out the big white gates," said Hemi. They made their way over to the white gates and started searching down the road. "Where can he be?" said Montgomery in a very worried voice. "There he is," yelled Hemi. "He's in trouble." Basil had walked over a big puddle that had iced over. The ice had cracked and Basil had fallen into the ice-cold water. He was barely holding on to the ice that covered the big puddle. They all raced over to help Basil, but he was slipping even more into the freezing water. Hemi ran back to the garden shed to get a ladder. When he got back, he placed the ladder over the frozen puddle and made his way to the middle where Basil was. He pulled Basil so hard that he was able to get Basil's front paws onto the ladder. Vincent scurried over to help Heemi pull Basil completely out of the puddle. Montgomery scooped up Basil and cuddled his shaking body. They quickly raced back to the playhouse to get Basil warmed up. Marmalade was so relieved to see Basil back. She knew he needed something warm to eat. Yo-Yo had a very fast soup recipe which would do the trick. Marmalade and Yo-Yo quickly set about making Chinese chicken and corn soup. Have you had chicken and corn soup? Oh, it's yum. Basil couldn't stop shivering, so Molly put a big rug around him while he sipped his soup. Molly knew she'd been just as naughty as Basil during their trip to Dunedin. Running away from home was a very silly idea, Basil. You are better to tell the truth and not put yourself in danger like you did tonight, said Marmalade. Everyone was very pleased that Basil was safely home. All the animals were very keen to hear about what had happened at Larnock Castle. Basil and Molly began to tell them about their adventure. They all sat around the green couch, listening to every detail about the night Molly and Basil sneaked out of the guest house in Dunedin to find treasure at Larnock Castle. And here's the recipe for Chinese chicken and corn soup. And here's the beginning of Chapter 2. So that's where we're going to stop. Oh no! And the adventures at Larnock Castle must be in Book 2. These are great books with lots of adventures in them and lots of really yummy recipes. If you want to find out more, you can visit tangleby.co.nz and look for these books in your local library and visit the Tangleby website. You'll find them, lots of recipes, and their kids club too. Did you enjoy that story? Maybe we should read some more of it another time. But in the meantime, I've got lots of books down here by my chair. Come and have another story soon. Ka kite. Goodbye, my friend.